don't come in my house the first time talking about can I get some aluminum foil? Dame, how you gonna come to my house and walk as soon as you walk the door? Hey, you got an aluminum foil for what? What you doing? What you doing? What you trying to make a plate?
Welcome back into Two Lambs No Filter, the show where the conversation hits different. As always, I'm the guy behind the controls, Damian Lamb, and on the other side of me, I still ain't worked this view out if I'm supposed to be pointing this way or this way, but I'm gonna get that right. But anyway, he's beside me on the screen somewhere. Joseph J.R. Lamb. What's going on, Mike?
What up? What up? What up? What's going on? Feeling good to be back in the studio, I guess. And let's see what we're gonna talk about today. I'm pretty sure we got some great topics, some crazy topics, some wild topics, but we are going to definitely speak our mind with no filter.
Hey, look, we when we say we in the studio, if y'all out there, y'all want to make a podcast, y'all want to do a show, the studio is anywhere. It can be in the airport, it can be in your bedroom, it can be in the actual studio, it can be at church. Studio is where you make it. All right, so let's just remember that.
It can be in the bathroom if you want to do it.
It can be in the bathroom. If you got to take the phone in the bathroom, and look, some of y'all guests is gonna be on the show. If y'all in the bathroom, we just gonna wait till y'all get out the bathroom.
Yeah.
So, all right, and look too. Hey, I know y'all noticed that we be doing a little sippy sip on the show. So look, y'all drop comments below on what y'all would like for us to kind of taste. And you know what I'm saying? If there's any cognacs or vodkas or anything out there that y'all want us to try, we be down to do it. I mean, it is what it is. Tonight I got some Douce, so we gonna see what it say. All right.
All right.
We got these artists out here. Some are, passed on. Some are still here. But of the ones that are, matter of fact, it's a mix. Got the ones that's still here, got the ones that's not here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna see which one you guys would keep and the ones that you guys would let go. So we're gonna put this up. One gotta go and all day music. I'm gonna let you take this one first. Let's go.
Man, as soon as you put that up, I already know who I'm letting go. And I hate to say it because I know that hive coming for me, but they're all legends in their own right, but in my opinion there's only 3 legends. I'm talking about diehard legends on in this picture right here. I hate to say it, but Queen B, Beehive, whatever you want to, Beyonce, you gotta go. Your music is great, your music is good, but you are not a legend yet. You possibly going to get there, maybe. But you got Prince, Michael Jackson, you got Whitney Houston, and Beyonce in this group. I think Beyonce's just going to lose by default because she's in there with some juggernauts. You got probably arguably the greatest voice of all time, Whitney Houston. You got the greatest dancer performer of all time, Michael Jackson. And you got the greatest artist of all time when it comes to Prince. I think they said he plays over 40 some musical instruments by himself. So a lot of that stuff you hear his music, he's playing all those instruments himself. So, I can't say anything else about that, but Beyonce would definitely have to go. And it's really by default. Maybe if you put Erykah Badu in there with her, in this group, make a 5-person group, maybe she'll stick around over Erykah Badu, but right now she's definitely gotta go. I hate to say it, sorry Beehive, don't come for me in the comments, but if you do, I don't care. Come on with it. What you got?
I'm gonna jump in that boat with you. I don't think Beyonce I'm going to give her props. She is a very iconic artist. I mean, I believe when you got your own following, nickname, fans, then
Exactly.
you done accomplished some stuff. And I'm definitely not a fan of Taylor Swift, but the Swifties out there, even if she was on this picture too, or in this photo here, it would be the same. So of these four, it would have to be Beyonce, and I can definitely live without all her music. But let me ask you this: other than Whitney Houston, Beyonce was Destiny's Child before she went solo.
Yes.
Michael Jackson was Jackson 5 before he went solo. Prince
Yes.
had the Revolution before he went solo. Do you think these artists would have had the same where they are now if they hadn't had those groups before?
Honestly, I think Prince, Michael, and Whitney would definitely been there, still been there.
Other
Maybe
other than Whitney, because she didn't have a group.
yeah, she
So
didn't have a group. You know, Michael Jackson had Jackson
yeah,
5, and then
right,
had
right.
the new power,
But I
Power Generation, or
right.
just symbol, or whatever he wanted to call it.
But I'm saying, so could they have made it without having that group beginning?
Um, I think Michael Jackson was destined to be a star, and I think Prince came out first by himself, and then he brought on that group
Okay.
later
See, I
down the
didn't
road.
know that. I didn't know that.
And Beyonce, she started out with a group. So I think
Right.
that's what got her in the forefront. She was like the lead singer of the group, or whatever you want to call it. And I think that's what catapulted her to the success that she has right now. But if you want to base it off of looks, if you ask me, Beyonce wasn't even the prettiest one in the group
Of Destiny's Child?
of Destiny Child. She wasn't the prettiest one in the group.
You think Kelly Rowland was probably
Kelly
the
Rowland was way prettier than Beyonce. Um, I've seen a lot of people say that, as far as face wise and body size and just the structure of her face, Beyonce is like an 8, and then Kelly Rowland is a perfect 10 face wise and everything. That's what I've seen and heard a lot of people say, that dealing with image consultants and fashion and just overall the totality of face and structure and stuff like that. That's what they rate Beyonce at 8 and Kelly Rowland at 10. And to me, forget about them rating, but I just think Kelly Rowland is more attractive than Beyonce, in my opinion.
okay. So my next question is, and I'm gonna jump on Michael Jackson. Can you imagine a world that we didn't have his music at all? Who would take the place of first? Let's say who would take the place of Michael Jackson and their music, or could it be nobody could take his place, and the world wouldn't even be where it is musically without Michael Jackson?
One thing about it, I think it's always going to be somebody that is going to step up and take the reins. Like right now, you have two people that's on tour together right now, and they're causing a lot of mayhem and craziness in the world right now, and that's Usher and Chris Brown. Um,
Mm,
if Michael Jackson wasn't around, they might still be who they are right now. We don't know.
mm, mm.
Uh, but I think he definitely paved the way. But if Michael Jackson wasn't in the picture, you know what? You still got Prince. Prince probably would have been the next person to get these young cats and young musicians and artists up and rolling. So I definitely think that Usher and Chris Brown, they definitely have a following, and they probably still would have been great artists, great singers, great musicians, great dancers, and everything. But they Michael Jackson definitely paved the way for them, because if you talk to them and if you see them in interviews, they kind of say that Michael Jackson kind of influenced them to become the artists that they are today and the dancers that they are today. Definitely.
Would there be a Usher or a Chris Brown without Michael Jackson being here first?
Maybe not as famous as they are now, but they definitely would have been around,
Because
but they wouldn't have been
you
that famous.
you can't, other than maybe female artists, I believe you can't hear anything or see any. choreography without a sprinkle or even a touch of Michael Jackson in it. So
Absolutely,
that's what I'm saying.
absolutely.
Yeah. So
He
without
definitely
him,
influenced them. Yeah,
right. So
absolutely.
okay, let me take this back a little bit further. Would there be a would Michael Jackson be where he was if it wasn't for James Brown? Because that was his influence.
Absolutely not. I mean, because he said that was the Godfather's soul.
Right.
That's what he mimicked his style after, but he just took it to a whole nother level. But I just think every genre of music has someone that's influenced them that's in a previous genre of music, and it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going. It's going to be guys and musicians that's going to come after Chris Brown and Usher that's going to say Chris Brown and Usher influenced them, and it's just going to keep going. We probably won't be around to see it. I pray to God we are, but it's just going to be a lot of people that's going to say this genre of music and this person, this artist influenced me to become the person or the musician or the artist or the dancer that I am now. So it's just it's like a trickle effect, a domino effect. Everybody's going to have someone they look up to and they kind of mimic they style after. So you never, we'll see. Time will tell, definitely.
So and this for you guys out there too. Y'all comment below. I want to know this answer too. You got $100. Concert ticket is $100. Prince is $100. Michael Jackson is $100. Who you going to see?
Hey Dave, I'm gonna
going to
say
see?
this. Dave, I'm gonna say this right now. Dave, I ain't paying to go see Prince, Michael. If I go to a concert, they on stage right now, something's wrong. But I get
When
what
they
you're
was
saying.
alive. When they was
I get what you're saying. But me personally, I would definitely have to go see Michael Jackson. One thing that I've seen on video and stuff of Michael Jackson, and then this is the time that I knew that he was a superstar on a whole nother level above anybody else. When he comes out on stage, he popped out on stage at one concert. I can't remember what concert, what state, whatever he was at, what arena, but he stepped on stage. He came up through the floor and he just stood there for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And you had people crying. And when this is the kicker right here. You had middle-aged, straight white men crying and passing out because he's standing on stage. I don't know how you can even say that someone's bigger than that. It's nobody bigger than that. The only person that's bigger than that is Jesus Christ himself. But
Yeah.
Michael Jackson would come out on stage and stand up for 5 to 10 minutes, and you had middle-aged, straight white men passing out because he's just standing there. And I don't. That's some serious star power. That's all I'm gonna say. Serious star power.
Okay, moving on. Look, we all have that party life. We all got that, that outside life. We all got to live it up every now and then. But there comes a time where every beginning has an end. So, me personally, I think I've only been to 1 to 2 clubs, maybe.
Yep.
But like I said, I'm gonna let you take this one first because I think that's my answer right there. But I'm gonna chime back in after you go. So you take this one.
Dave, you got what's the reason you stopped clubbing? I'm gonna tell you the reason. I'm gonna tell you what age.
And what age? There you go.
I'm gonna tell you what age. I'm gonna tell you my age, and then I'm gonna tell you why I stopped clubbing. Okay, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been to like maybe 3 in my lifetime. Okay, but the third one was the kicker for me. And that I probably was maybe around in my maybe mid-20s to late 20s, and I said, you know what, this is it for me. I ain't gonna call the club name here in our hometown.
So that means you ain't been in the club in over 20-some years, then, right?
That's it. I don't do clubs. I don't do clubs at all because it's too much. You got a lot of YNs, and I hate to say it, YBs in there, and I ain't gonna tell you what they stand for. Y'all can figure it out. YNs and YBs all over the place, and they on a different type of time. And I ain't on that type of time. I like coming home and sleeping in my bed. I don't want to wake up the next morning. I get on the concrete floor and to see some iron bars in front of me. So I ain't into all that. But I ain't gonna call the club name. I know it's Two Lambs, No Filter, but I'm not gonna say the name of the club here in our hometown. And I ain't even gonna say our hometown for people that's watching. They might try to, we might say something that they don't like. They might try to roll up on us or something like that at the grocery store, but we're gonna keep it like that. Me and a couple of my boys, we went into this particular club. We went in, paid to get in, boom, went around, got to the bar, ordered a drink. As soon as I got the drink to my lip, one of my boys said, he said, "Oh," I say crap. I ain't gonna cuss this time. He said, "Oh crap, man." We looked up and a fight broke out in the club. We was in there for maybe about 2 seconds. I had just got the drink up to my mouth, and he said, "Oh," and a fight broke out. So we jumped up. I ain't talking about a fight between two people. It was like a
brawl.
melee. Is that what they call it?
A brawl.
A brawl. So we jump up and we heading for the exit. By the time I hit the exit, I'm standing in the doorway going out. And as soon as I put my first foot outside the door, all I could hear is gunshots outside the club. So in my mind, it's like, wait, gunshots outside, a melee, a fight breaking out inside. I don't know which way to go. So I stood in the doorway. The crowd is pushing me back and forth. We're going all over the place. By that time, we hear police sirens and everything coming. I said, okay, maybe it's good to get out. That was the last time I ever been to a club. And I had to been like maybe 25, 26. It was early for me. And I said, never again. I would never go to that club or any club because that particular club, it had two-way, one way in and a back door or whatever, but you couldn't go that way. It had one way in and one way out. And it felt like my life was ending. I was stuck. Gunshots, people fighting inside. And,
my life ended.
Yeah, it felt like my life was ending. Yeah, think about it. Sometimes when fights break out, they just don't be using fists inside the club. Somebody might have a knife. They might start just stabbing sporadically and hit you. You don't even know. But after that happened, I said, Dame, I said, that's it for me. The club life is over. And I hadn't been to a club since then. I've been to like maybe a bar or something. I had a few drinks at the bar, but it's not a club setting because I said, I value my life and I do not want to. That is definitely not the club.
They in the club.
That's not a club. It's another one. I don't know if you know. The other one. Only, in this hometown, it's only two. So it's the other.
Oh, that's the only one I know.
And well, it's one right around the corner from that one. What y'all just saw him put up? It's the club right around on the next street over. I want to say the next street over. Maybe
we still ain't saying no names though.
I ain't saying no name, but 2 streets over. That's what happened. And I said I've never set foot in the club again because I don't like the atmosphere like that. I like to go out. If I go to a club, I like to go have a good time, have a couple of drinks, dance, have conversation with people. I don't want to do none of that in fear of my life, and you're supposed to be having a good time. Not at all.
Yeah.
I've
never. Well, I ain't gonna say never. I went to Levels when they were Levels here.
They didn't change their names 100 times. Once.
It was okay. I mean, that was just one really my vibe, and I think what ruined it for me. I think this was before I went to Levels. Maybe I can't remember when, but I graduated in 2009. I started out state, Elizabeth City State. I did 3 years out there, but the times that I was on the yard, I didn't live on the yard, but when I was on the yard, when there was a dance or a party or whatever, it was at the gym. And I'm like, all right, whatever. The boys, I was in the drum line, the boys talking about, rolling up on it, pulling up, going to it. The next morning, you're hearing somebody was shot, somebody put out a gun, somebody got rocked in the jaw, somebody did this, that. And I just thank the Lord that I wasn't in the midst because I ain't got time for that. And that's why I think I am the way I am now. When my job is done of what I'm doing, I'm going back to the crib.
Yeah. So, Dame, this is what I say. And this is, people can take this the wrong way. I mean, I don't care if they do, because this is my opinion. I can say what I want to say on my podcast. But I think at a certain age you should stop going to the club anyway. That's just my opinion.
What age
If
is that?
and I'm gonna honestly say, if you in the range of 35 and over, you should stop going to the club. Now, unless you go into a club to where it's your age group of people, and that's what you're gonna be around, your age group, and you know that it's not gonna be any crazy. Yeah, me personally, I'm 48. I'm not going to the club and hang around no 21-year-old or 22-year-olds. That's
Right.
just not my thing. I'm not gonna do
Right.
that because they're on a different type of time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Hey, you looking at my woman, or
Mm-hmm.
B, you looking at my man. They do all that type of stuff. Them YNs and YBs. I ain't got time for none of that type of time stuff. So I think 35 and older, unless you go into a club that is predominantly that age group,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't be going to the club no more. You know, a 40-some-year-old person don't need to be hanging around a 20-some-year-old person.
We
You know
do
what I
have
mean?
one. We do have one of those. I believe it's on North Rose Street, and I can't think of the name. Maybe you guys that's from the area can drop that in the comments below. But there is a mature adult
Yes.
vibe type club here
Yes.
where they don't do no. It's probably it might be probably 33 and over, 32 and
Yeah.
over, but I could be wrong. But like I said, y'all drop that below if anybody knows. But yeah, I'm the same way. Put
Yeah.
me where I'm with, that's
Your
now I
age
will
group.
say there are some mature 20-year-olds and stuff like
Yes,
that
it is. It
and
is.
and everything, and you might catch them, in that same whatever, but as far as the other stuff, nah, I'm not with it. So
Yeah.
with that said, y'all get y'all clubbing out. Y'all go ahead and do what you got to do. Have fun. And look, y'all can have fun at home. Y'all can go to somebody else's house, have fun there. Just be safe with it. Y'all ain't
Yeah.
got to go out shooting, doing all this. If y'all got beef with somebody, cook it up and eat it.
That's right. And Dame,
Groceries too much money.
like you said, they can do the same thing at home. Cut the music up, get your drink on,
Exactly.
invite a few people
House
over
party.
that you know. Have a house party.
House
Invite people
party.
you know. Don't invite
It's
people and
yeah,
don't
exactly.
let. And one thing that I voice to this to y'all people, please, if you get invited to a party, that does not mean that
Bring
you
yourself.
bring your Dame. I ain't gotta say it. Bring yourself.
Bring yourself.
Just because I
You got
invite
invited to the party.
hey,
Not
just
not
Dave, I invite you to the party. That don't mean you get a +5 or a +10. You barely got you invited. You might
who
get a
bringing
plus.
5 people.
You might get a +1, but guess what? Don't be a +5 and a +10. Just don't show up with just random people to my house and all this.
Oh man.
I ain't got time for that. If I don't, I put it this way: I know you and I invite you. If you bring somebody, I better know that person. Because if I don't know that person, I don't want them in my house. Plain
Right.
and simple.
And I'm a quote Ricky Smiley. He said, like when he has like Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever dinners, he said, I'm inviting you. I don't care if you say, oh, they cool. I don't know if they cool or not. They cool with you. They ain't cool with me.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
exactly.
So look,
Exactly.
I'm gonna go off script a little bit, right? So I listened to an interview that Kevin Hart did, and I guess he has dogs or he got whatever type of dog he got.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess one of his friends comes up to his house and the dog is looking at the friend and he's like, hey, the friend asked Kevin Hart, he was like, hey, does that dog bite? And Kevin Hart response was this. He said, he won't bite me. So I don't know what he might do to you, but I know he ain't gonna bite me. So be mindful. You cool with that person, they might not do nothing to you or whatever, but you bring them to my house and I don't know them. I don't know what they're capable of doing. I don't know what they might do.
Exactly.
I might trigger them,
Exactly.
or they might not like me from back in the day or something like that, and you don't know it. Just people. If you invite people over to your house, let them know it ain't no +1, +2, +3, +10. Bring yourself, and that's it. And make sure until I tell you, especially if we having food. If we having food, don't come in my house the first time talking about, can I get some aluminum foil? Dang. How you gonna come to my house and walk as soon as you walk the door? Hey, you got an aluminum for what? What you doing? What you doing? What you trying to make a plate so you can go feed the
You gonna
neighborhood?
make a plate. That's what that is.
Feed the neighborhood. You wait for me to tell you, hey, we got a lot of leftovers. Go ahead and fix your plate. Don't come right in my house
Oh,
talking about let me get some aluminum foil. I don't understand that, but I know that's off the script. But
hey, it's all
people,
good.
no +2, no +3, no +10s, and don't be asking for no damn aluminum foil when you get to my daggone house, please, or you won't get invited no more. I tell you that.
Hey, the job world is hard out here today. Some of us can't find a job. Some of us has a job. We don't like our job. Some of us got a job. We love our job.
Yep.
You fit in one of those three categories. Let's say, you know what? I ain't gonna give a little scenario. I'm gonna just put it up and let's just see what you think about it. Employee got paid $2,400 an hour instead of $24 an hour. Made $57,600 in one day and refused to give it back. What you doing?
Dave,
What's the right choice here? That's my question.
okay.
What's the right
Oh
choice to
man,
make?
see you just made me change my whole way of thinking. You said what's the right choice?
What's the right
Dave,
choice?
oh my,
And
the
and
right,
let me say this first. We just had vacation Bible school. I don't want your Christian answer. Give me your word. Give me the Joseph answer.
but Dan, you just said the right thing to do.
Give the, oh, okay. So give me the Joseph answer. Give me the right thing to do.
Okay, the Joseph answer and the Christian thing to do is, you know, you didn't get paid. You know, you don't get paid no $2,400 an hour, so you got to get the money back. You got to get the money back. For me, the Joseph answer. Hey, people out here that's following us, that's subscribing to our page, that's commenting, that's liking and sharing whatever you're doing on our page. I said this the last podcast. I try to limit myself on the profanity because I don't want our young viewers to think that I'm all about cussing and profanity. But you're gonna get one word right now again. I think I said the same word on the last podcast. I'm not giving a damn dime back. Sorry. You made that mistake. It's on you. I tell you what, guess what you do? Take me to court. I don't know what else to tell you. You paid me. I can't help it that whoever put that hourly rate in there messed up. That's on them. Now, you might can take $50 out of each one of my checks until it's paid back, but I ain't giving you a darn dime back. Sorry. Now, I'm gonna go off script a little bit, Dame, for just a second. Now, I get it if the bank made a mistake and they put some money in your account and it ain't related to your job. The bank made a mistake and they put 100,000, 200,000. Yeah, you better get that back because you're gonna find yourself locked up in jail. But your employer put money in your account, man, shoot. You know what I tell them? I think I was doing a fantastic job, so I thought you would just give me a bonus. So what they gonna do to me? Like I said, they better take $50 out of each one of my darn checks until it's paid back. And guess what? I might quit before they get it all back.
Now,
But go ahead.
now,
I'm done with that.
no. You good. So let me. This kind of happened to me. It won't no $2,400, but let me. So when I first started at I'm not gonna say.
Hey, don't say the company. Don't say the
Oh
company.
no. I got you. For those of you who know where I am at now, you know how it is. You got to start with a certain entry company first, and then you get pulled over to the actual company if they want to have you. But anyway, with the entry company that I was with, my first Christmas bonus, they gave me $1,200 in my Christmas bonus. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, it won't good, it won't not too low, not too high, but it was right there. You know, I can get a little ahead a little bit and whatnot, and I got ahead a little bit. So Christmas bonus coming in. That's y'all know how it is. Yeah, that check comes in, it might get spent the same day.
Yeah,
Anyway, So then I get a email, a call, text. I can't remember what it was saying. Dear Mr. Lamb, we sent you $600 too much. Would you be willing to send that 600 back in increments? My response was a no. I have already spent it. My my um my financial situation is different from y'all's financial situation where I don't have $600 to be sending back just because you made a mistake. That's
Exactly.
your mistake. You need to go talk to the person who entered an extra $600. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one, but you need to go
Yep.
back and talk to the person who entered an extra $600 for everybody or just me and talk to them. Say, hey, you might need to give us $50 out your check every week and to cover this mistake that you did. I
Exactly.
don't cover the financial situations. I don't pay people. You paying me. Now, in the event of this right here, you got 2,400 an hour instead of $24. Um, what I'm gonna do? I'm going to I'm gonna get paid off. I'm paying everything off. If
Got
I
that
got
right.
57,000 in a day, you best believe it ain't gonna be 57,000 by the end of the night.
Got that right.
so so my car getting paid off. I'm probably
There
putting
you
a
go.
down payment on something. My credit is gonna be in overnight, and I know it don't work overnight, but y'all get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, and I don't understand that people make mistakes, but don't come looking at me when you make a mistake to rectify your mistake.
Exactly.
I didn't I wasn't the one who I'm not the, yeah, yeah, I'm not the financial person or whoever does that. Maybe they
Exactly.
would make they if they dropped the ball that one night, then they dropped the ball. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm sorry. So
Dave, you're right. I'm paying. I'm paying the car off. I'm paying all the bills that I got off. Like you said, it's 57,100. It might be down to 25,000 when I get done with it. You can take that 25 back, and you gonna just. And I know I'm gonna have to pay it back. So I'm gonna sign up to pay $50 a check or something until it's paid back. But at least all my bills are paid, my car paid off. Send me that title, and let's get going.
you know what? If I got paid 5,700, no 57,000 in a day, you ain't gonna see me the next day. I'm quitting. Bye.
Yeah, that right.
You ain't
That's
getting that
that's
money
on them.
back.
And guess what, Dave? Guess what they're gonna do? All they're gonna do put it on your credit. That's it. Put it on my credit. I don't give a
Ain't
darn.
nobody gonna put that on your credit. They ain't got nothing to do with your credit.
What I'm saying, Dave, even if they did put on my credit, I wouldn't care.
Shoot.
Put it up there.
Try to put something on my credit if you want to. It's gonna come right back to you on your credit. That's how that's
Damn right. You owe
that's how
you owe on the damn credit report. Now you got a damn 400 on your credit damn score. Damn right.
so let me put this up and we're gonna discuss. What you think about this?
Hey, Dave, you want to go first, or you want me to go first? I don't know what you want me to
Appropriate
do.
and inappropriate. I'll take this. I'll take
Go
this.
for it.
Um and I'm gonna play both sides. I believe that's devil's advocate. I'm gonna play both sides here. One, she might be a single mother. Son, of course, all he knows is mom. He got that bond with his mom. Um, I mean they might have a relationship that most people probably wouldn't understand. Maybe according to this picture, as you can see, the boy does have shorts on, but the
Yes.
mother seems to be fully naked, other than the shoes and the socks. Uh it's iffy. It's iffy. I'm on the fence here with it. I mean, one side it can look like a mother's bond with her son. On the other side, it
Yep.
can be um son is and where's his hands at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She ain't got no bra on, but I know, and I know maybe no, he maybe looked about 3'2". I mean, not two, but 3, 4, 5, maybe in this picture. Um, and I know he doesn't know anything about sexuality, but it could become a thing to where that's the only thing he might know, that
Mm-hmm.
I need to be on my mother's skin, and he might not grow out of it. And there's a second thing I want to say, but I'm gonna let you take this right now, and then I'm gonna say something after that. Go ahead with it.
So Dame, I saw this picture a good little ways back, and I always play what if. That's my thing with certain things, like especially with something like this. Okay, yeah, you can see that the little boy has shorts on. You made a good point. Where's his hands at? We can tell that she has nothing covering her top, and unless she's wearing something very stringy or thong or whatever, then we don't know that. I can see right now she doesn't have a thong on. She's completely in her birthday suit. Okay, so let's reverse the roles. What do you think people would say if a father was completely naked and he had his daughter sitting on his lap like that, even with shorts on and no top? What do you think would happen to that father? He would be ridiculed all over social media. They would probably want to press charges on him for some type of incest, pedophilia type stuff. I just feel like this is a very, very, very inappropriate picture. And see, I look at let's fast forward. You said the boy might be 3 or 4 in this picture. Let's say when he gets 16, 15, 16, he's in high school, and social media is a mother right now. You can pull up anything. These kids got cell phones and all this stuff in school. What if his classmates say, "Hey, ain't this you and your mom in a picture together? What's going on? What was going on in this picture? Why your mom got you holding you like this when you was 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever?" I just think it's tasteless, it's inappropriate, and I think if the genders were reversed and that was a man holding his daughter that way, it would not be taken kindly, and people would be trying to press charges on him, talking about incest, pedophilia, he's molesting his daughter, or something to that magnitude. People would definitely be talking about that. I just think it was poor judgment and a poor decision making, and I think that I don't fault. I fault her because she's the parent, but I also fault the people that surround her, because as soon as she came up with this idea, hey, I want to take a picture with my son like this, they should have said, "Oh, wait a minute, pump your brakes. Maybe you shouldn't do this right now, or why not put clothes on and take the picture?"
If
I
you
don't mind.
if you was the photographer, would you have done this shoot,
This day.
or is that none of your business?
So when it comes to stuff that I think that's inappropriate dealing with children, me personally, no matter what profession I'm in or whatever, I'm just not going to do it. If I feel like it's inappropriate and it's dealing with a child, I'm not going to do it. That is definitely inappropriate, dealing with a child. Now, if they were fully dressed and they were posing like this, he was sitting on her lap and they were fully dressed, I'd be like, "Yo, that's a nice picture. I like it." But to be nude and he just has shorts on, I just don't think that's appropriate to do. I probably would decline. So, you know what? I know you about to pay me a lot of money for this, but right now I just don't think that's the right thing. That's not something that I want to do. I don't think it's appropriate, and
Right.
I just want to back away from it. You maybe can find other artists to take the picture, but I just can't sign off on this. Not at all.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you on that. Um, I have sons and daughters, and neither neither would be. I not saying I have a problem with it, but if with my sons, yeah, I'm going to, and with my daughters too. But with my sons, I'm going to, as rear them in the, especially with their male parts and everything like that. But
Yes.
at a certain age, honestly, I believe even as a father, maybe, and this is just me. Some of you other fathers might be, different, of course, but there's a certain age to where even um changing your daughter's diaper, okay, yeah, but after a certain age, it gets to where, you know, hey, you if y'all get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. Certain stuff has to stop.
Yes.
And let me get back to what I was going to say in the beginning too.
Okay.
There's a mother out here who still breastfeeds her kids, and they are not middle school. Let's just say maybe fourth or fifth grade, if that. They talk in full sentences. They can read, write, do arithmetic, all this kind of other stuff, and you still breastfeeding. What is that inappropriate?
That's definitely
Or
inappropriate.
okay, so let me give you a little bit. What age does childish innocence stop to you?
Dang, I'm gonna tell you right now. For me, when they start walking, and then after they start walking, talking, I think that should be a done deal with all that type of stuff. Breastfeeding and taking pictures like this, I just don't think it should be occurring. I mean, I think certain parents need to be a little bit smarter with their decision making.
Yeah,
What do you think might look cute and innocent, other people might take the wrong way. And the lady in this picture, just hilarious. She's on the Breakfast Club. And I ain't mean to give them a shout out on this podcast, but anyway, but y'all, everybody know who she is. Just hilarious needs to know that if let's take this whole picture away. If she, like I said, roles will reverse. If she's seen a man take a picture like that, completely naked, and his daughter just got on some shorts, you know damn well she would have a lot to say about that picture. She wouldn't be like,
yeah,
"Oh, that's a nice picture. I
yeah,
like what they're doing. It's the skin to skin contact, the bond they're building." She would definitely be saying a whole bunch of stuff against this picture if
yeah,
the roles were reversed. She knows that. Everybody knows this. I put it this way: outside of her, if anybody out there thinks that this picture is appropriate, y'all need to do some self-reflecting on yourself, because there's no way you're going to think in your mind somewhere that this picture is okay. You cannot think that whatsoever. It's no way.
now if y'all do, hey, like I said, it's two limbs, no filter. So y'all drop them comments. We gonna accept them all. If you do
Absolutely.
feel as though it's appropriate, tell us why, and we'll matter of fact we'll address it on the next show. Y'all
So
want to
so
tell us why? We'll talk about it. We'll put
so
it back up and we'll discuss. Yes, like I said, y'all drop the comments below, and I mean, like, share, subscribe. But we want y'all to comment for real. Tell us what you think, and
absolutely.
like I said, will if we get enough comments on it, and if we just get one comment on it, we'll bring it back up. Look, we'll shout it out. We're gonna put it on Facebook. We're gonna put this video on YouTube. Drop your name. You ain't got to drop your name, but you can drop your Facebook name. You can drop your YouTube name. We'll
Absolutely.
shout you out. And
Definitely
we'll
talk
debate
about
you with it. We'll debate you with it. So
it. Absolutely.
we got to get to the topic of the day. Now, you a married man, right?
Absolutely.
So we gonna talk about borrowing and lending. Okay.
There we go.
So let me since you the married man and I look up to you married men. let,
I don't know about that.
let me ask you this. Should you discuss with your spouse before lending or giving out money to a family member? And let me add a little bit something to it. How much? I'm not talking about $10, $20,
Yeah.
$40. I'm talking about a good amount of money. Good
Yeah.
amount of money. Let
I'm
Go
glad you
ahead
put
with it.
that. I'm glad you put that in the ending, because I was going to say it depends on how much.
Go ahead
Um,
with it.
it depends. It's still going to depend on if it's going to cause your bank account to drop substantially or not. I would even say $100 to maybe $200 might not be enough to where you need to consult your spouse about, unless you know you have a spouse, like mine, to where she's balancing that account every single day. If something comes out, she's saying, okay, this is what we got. If something's coming out of that account, she's looking at this. Okay, she's balancing both all the accounts and all this stuff. So it's probably best if you have a spouse like that to maybe consult her if it's in the range of maybe 100 or more. Like you said, 10 or 15, $20. It's no need to. It's not something that you want to contact or go over with your spouse with.
Let me throw this in there right quick. Now,
Yeah.
do you and I want you to add this in with your response. Do you feel as though your money is your money and you can do what you want with it?
Not at all, because I'm gonna tell you why. When you become married, when you get married, okay, it's not a mine and it's not a hers, okay. It's a y'all's together. It's not two accounts, it's one account. Now, mind you, most marriages, just like ours, you have a joint account and then you have separate accounts, okay. Now, what you do with your separate account, that's on you. If you want to loan your family member $200-300, and that's going to cause you to be short towards the end of the week for what you allotted yourself to spend, and then you want to come to me and talk about, hey, I need an extra 50 or 100. Oh, wait a minute, wait. Now I know we just got paid. This money went in this account for all the expenses and the bill, and then you had X amount of dollars left for you. Why you running short? What's going on? Okay, but like I said, it all depends on the amount. And I'm gonna say another thing too. I'm gonna add this on. It all depends on who you loaning the money to. That was a factor in too. We never thought about that. It's all about
so let's say is it a difference between a loan and you giving it? I mean, it is a difference. Okay, let's bring it personal. Are you loaning money or are you giving money?
Well,
let's start there.
Depending on what family member you dealing with, you already know if it's gonna be a give or a loan. You already know.
Now
some family members gonna pay you back, some family members gonna pay you back.
Exactly. So
that's how it is. So you going already into it knowing which family member it is and if you're gonna get that money back or if you're not. You already know that. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Not speaking generally solely on me, but your spouse, if you go to your spouse and say, hey, such and such want to borrow this amount of money, blah blah blah, they might be on board, like, yeah, that's fine. And then if they know, oh well, I'm not gonna get this, we're not gonna get this money back. No, I ain't good with that. Nah, forget that. Right. But like I said, it all depends on the amount and it all depends on the person you lending it to. I mean,
now
that's just how it goes.
Now, let's say if it is a loan, are you to this family member, are you gonna hold them to a verbal contract, or are you putting it in writing and say, hey, I need this amount of money back when this amount of money is. So for example, let's say you give Joe Blow $300 and he says, yeah, I'll pay you back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks come and you still ain't heard from Joe Blow.
Yeah.
What you doing then?
You know me personally, guess what I'm gonna do? Just the way I am, my character and my personality, I'm not gonna bring it up no more. I'm not going to say anything.
You ain't getting your $300 back.
Nah, I'm not gonna worry about it. That's just my mindset because it's like this. One thing about loaning somebody some money, they know they owe you. They know they owe you.
Hey, he got a better job than me because I'm getting that $300 back.
No. Well,
he got a better job than me.
Hey, dang, you can't get it.
Hey, Joseph Lamb can afford to give out $300.
Hey, no. Dang, you ain't gonna get it if they ain't got it. And if you already lending it to them and you know that you ain't gonna get it back, ain't no need to worry about it. You know what I mean? Just chalk it up and say, you know, I ain't giving you no more money after that. That's it.
Hey, y'all comment below. I need $300. He got you.
I wish I did $300. I could just loan out to everybody. That'd be great. Because I'm gonna tell you right this. If I got $300 to loan everybody that I know, family or not or friends, then I must be doing really good. I must be well off to be giving out $300.
uh,
Like I said, it's all about the amount of money and who you giving it to. Because some people you ain't gonna get it back, and the
yeah,
people that
yeah,
if they really need a money like that, me personally, the way my mind is, I'm gonna give it to them if I see they really need it. And
yeah,
guess what I'm
yeah,
gonna do? I'm gonna say, hey, I ain't gonna tell them this, but hey, if they give it back to me, hey, that's great. If they
right,
don't, I'm not gonna base my lifestyle and my expenses on that $300 I just gave them or loaned them. Because if you sitting there
correct,
like, well, okay, this is for my car insurance, and I give them $300, and I said, now you got to get to me on the 10th because I got to pay my car insurance on the 11th. You can't you can't do that because you don't
right,
know what they got going on. You be sitting
right,
there looking like a fool riding down the highway, no insurance, get stopped by the cop. You got to get your car impounded, all this mess. So don't loan out anything that you are not willing to lose. That's my
exactly,
number
yeah,
one rule right there. Don't loan out anything that you ain't willing to lose. If you
yeah.
can't afford to lose that whatever amount of money you give out, do not loan it out. Plain and simple.
And that's me now. I mean, I don't know when, but now I'm gonna let you know. I can I have or can I borrow? But that's what I'm
Yes.
gonna say. If
Yes.
I know that I can pay you back, I'm just gonna say, hey, can I borrow this until this date?
Yeah.
And for those of y'all who ever gotten borrowed from that I borrowed money from you, just let
Yeah.
me know if I'm pretty sure I paid y'all back. But anyway, look, I'm gonna say, can I borrow? And now if I know that I need it and I can't pay you back, I'm gonna say, hey, can I have this money? And it is what it is.
Yeah.
And two, I want to add on to it. I believe that it's the person you ask too.
Yeah.
Who are you asking for this money?
Exactly.
Because if you go asking the wrong person and you already know how they are about their money,
Yeah.
then you might as well
Not
not
even
even
there.
bark
Yeah.
up that tree.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
especially if they're gonna hold you to a certain, like, hey, I need this back,
Yeah.
whatever, whatever, whatever. And that too, that says a lot about family.
Yeah.
Family should be family, right? So if if I'm giving you, let's just go back to the $300. If I'm giving you $300 and we family, you should be willing and able to help your family, correct?
Should be. Yep.
So, and I'm not telling y'all to go out here and ask family not expecting nothing back, but I'm just saying families should want to help family because it's family.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to sometimes pay it forward with, on in the line at Hardee's, and you buy somebody a biscuit and you say, hey,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
buy their
Absolutely. Yeah.
breakfast behind them. But when a family member comes to you, you everybody should be on one accord to where, yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to help this family member out. It shouldn't be where, oh, I need this money back, or when you going to
Yeah.
pay me back. And this is just my feelings, but it shouldn't be where, when you going to pay me back. It should be, I'm glad to help you to not be evicted, or I'm glad to help you to not have your car repossessed, or
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm happy to help you that you don't have to go hungry tonight.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be about when am I going to get this money back, because we all have had situations, or we might be in situations now where we even need some money from somebody and we're probably too scared to ask because they're going to be like, when you going to give me my money back?
Yeah.
And money going to come and go. I
Yep.
mean, that's what it is. So, I mean, with that said, it's like I said, it's all about who you ask. I mean, it
Yep.
shouldn't be about who you ask, especially if you asking a family member. If you asking a stranger, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they'll hold you to, like,
Yeah.
okay, I need this money back because of X, Y, and Z. But
Yeah.
if you asking a family member, then it should be. I mean, because yeah, you help them, you might not know when you need help, and
Exactly.
then they come back to you and say, "Oh yeah, when I'm gonna get my money back."
Yeah.
And even two, they might not even say that, and then you feel guilty because they
Yeah.
not even ask for their money back, but you went and asked for your money back. that's
Yeah.
gonna make you feel really small
Real
because
small.
now you got some family members that don't even care. They gonna gas for it back regardless.
Yeah, they go
But
no matter what. And
but no matter what.
I say this too. If you're the person that is lending the money out, this is just past experience and stuff, being 48 and living a pretty long life so thus far. Um, if you're the one that's lending the money out, don't talk about it. Don't talk to every person that you come across, every family member. Say, well, Joe Blow, he borrowed $300 from me and he ain't even paid me back. Da 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 da. A wise man once told me, and Damon, you know this wise man. I ain't gonna call this wise man's name. He said, "Hey, if you gonna loan the money out to somebody and you doing it out of the kindness of your heart, you don't need to talk about it. Keep it quiet. Don't say
That's
a word."
between you and the lender or the loaner.
Exactly. You don't need to. Soon as somebody
Not
comes with some
everybody.
money, you say yes and give them the money. Then as soon as they walk out the door with that $300, you get on the phone, dial and say, "Hey, guess what? Joe Blow just came here and got $300 from me. I don't know what he got going on, what he doing with his money, da da da." Because you didn't want to do it if you're sitting there talking about it. Like I said, that wise man said, "Hey, if you're gonna loan somebody some money, you don't need to talk about it. If you got to talk
Now,
about it, you should have never lend them the money in the first place. If you got to run your mouth about it." So
now let me also say this too. And I'm young. I'm 35. I consider that young. I'm still a baby.
no.
I'm still a baby by Earth standards, but I know some things. If you have a family member that's always coming to you, and not let's just cut the 300 out. Let's just
Yeah,
say they're asking for, hey, can I get $10 to get some gas? And
yeah,
then they come to you next week. Hey, can I get $15 to get something to eat? And then they come to you next week. Hey, can I get $8 because I need to do something else? And it keeps going on. Not every week, but let's just
yeah,
say on a constant basis. And they coming to you because they know you going to give it to them.
yeah,
You should have the strength, I should say,
yep,
to sit down with that family member and figure out what's going on with them
yes,
to help them better finance their earnings.
yes,
Because if you work in a job and you getting paid like I am, what are you doing with your money?
exactly.
I mean, I understand we all have bills. I understand we all have to pay this and that. You might
Yep,
have kids, you this and that, but there, I mean, even if you're struggling, and then we all struggling, we can afford to get something for ourselves.
yeah,
You shouldn't have to rely on this person because they're always going to say yes. And don't do that.
exactly.
If you got a person in your family that's always going to say yes, don't use them for their money.
Yes, yes,
Don't do that because of course they're going to give it to you, but just don't do that.
yeah.
Okay?
And see,
Just don't do that.
you said it right. The person that's continues to give the money out, giving the money out, $10, $8, they could sit down and say, "Hey, okay, let's sit down, let's map this out. Let's see what's going on with your finances. Um, you got this to pay, you got that to pay, you make this, you ain't got enough to pay all your bills. You got enough to pay these particular three bills, you still got this one bill off. So what can we do, or what can I do to help you get to the point to where you don't need me as far as $10, 15, 20 here and there?" I said,
Right.
because it does add up. I said,
Right.
and like this, one thing about it, if you're the type of person that you are financially stable to help this person by giving
Hmm.
them $10 to $15, why not say, "Hey, what would it take to get you to a place financially to where you don't need me anymore? Okay,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
need $2,000, and I know that I can afford to give you that $2,000 without it hurting me whatsoever.
Take it
Let's
and
map
get
it out.
yourself together.
Get
Take
yourself
it and
together.
get yourself together.
$2,000. Get yourself together. Okay. When you can pay it back, you pay it back. I understand. I'm just gonna. You take this. You take care of the bills you need to do. Go ahead and pay this up. Pay that up. Pay this up. Get yourself on track. And then guess what? I'm gonna be thinking in my mind. Once I give you that $2,000, that's technically helping me out too, because
Yeah.
I ain't got to sit there and deal with the $10, the $20, the $50, the
Yeah.
$100 here and there.
Yeah.
But mind you, now I give you this $2,000. I don't want to see you on no taking a selfie on a cruise ship talking about
Right.
you just booked the cruise, or you on a flight going to Puerto Rico
Yeah.
or wherever you go,
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
you taking a trip and that's what you do and all this mess. No, that's not what you do. I just gave you $2,000. What you talking about? That's what you do.
Yeah.
You can't take my money and then go enjoy it. Now I everybody's borrowed money from this person. Everybody's borrowed money in their life. Okay. If you say
Of
you
course.
never had
Of
money in
course.
your life, you're lying to yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's the difference between borrowing money for something that you really need or borrowing money for some fun activities. It's wrong to borrow money for fun activities. It's okay to borrow money if it's something that you need. You need money to pay your light bill. You need money to pay the car insurance, your car payment, your mortgage, your rent, whatever. Put food on the table. It's okay. But don't be borrowing no damn money to go on no damn cruise or no damn go to no fun park or whatever, or buy the new Jordans that just came out. Don't do that.
I just thought about something. Let's and we still on the subject of discussing with your spouse. But let me throw this in there. Let's say in the course of 3 months, right? $10 one week, $20 one week, $50 one week, $80 one week. Let's say in the course of 3 months, you have loaned or given out $500, right?
Yeah.
This person comes back and asks you, let's say 3 months later, hey, can I get $2,000 because I can get myself caught up and whatever. Let's say they don't even tell you. They go to the casino. They hit big, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you expect that $2,000 back, or do you expect that $2,500 back because it's 2,000 plus that 500 you done lent them out?
Yeah.
So are you or are you expecting anything back at all? Because now they're really good. They didn't got to ask you for nothing.
Yeah.
So it's either A, you want your $500 back, B, do you want your $2,500 back, or C, are you expecting anything back at all?
Well, if they tell me they went to the casino and won, they hit for $10,000, they should definitely be giving me my whole $2,500 back. But if I don't know nothing about it, then I just I'm not going to know nothing about it, so I'm not going to be looking for anything to come to return. But if they come and say, "Man, I just left the casino, I won $10,000," ultimately, their mindset should already be on, let me give him back this $2,500 that I got from him. Because even after 10,000, hitting 10,000, giving 25, you still good. You know what I mean? And me personally, if that was me on the winning 10 grand, and I know I didn't got 2,500 from this person, I might kick them $3,000. I might give them extra $500 on top of the 25 because I know if they didn't give me that money, I would have never. And truthfully, people out there, don't borrow money to go to the casino. Don't do that. That's not a rare occasion that you're gonna borrow some money or take any money and go to the casino and win. Believe me, you're not gonna win. The casino is designed to win money. They ain't designed to give money out. But you shouldn't do that anyway. But yeah, I might give them an extra 5 on top of the 25, just because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't even have been in a position to go and win this money. You know what I mean? But like I said, if they don't tell me and I hear it through the grapevine that they won 10 grand, I'm not going to confront them about it. You know why? Because they should have had it in their heart or to give me that money back. That should have been the first thing. Well, Dad, Joe gave me this money, so let me go ahead and break him off the money that I got from him the last few months, and I know we'll be good. And then maybe, hey, something might happen down the road where I need some more money, and being that I paid him back and gave him a little extra, he might hook me up again down the road if I run into a bind or a snag or something like that. You know what I mean? So it all depends.
All right. So, yeah. So everybody's situation is different. I mean, some spouses talk to their spouse, some don't. They just give it away. But they say that money is the root of all evil. So don't let money ruin your family. Don't let money be the cause of downfalls. This side of the family not talking to this side of the family, because at the
Exactly.
end of the day, we all need each other. And we are at the end of this show. JR, let's wrap it up, man.
All right, people. As always, I want to make sure y'all know we appreciate y'all. You need to comment, share, subscribe, and like, and tell a friend to tell a friend. And as always, until next time, be safe. God bless. Two lambs, no filter.
Hey, hold up. Before you wrap it up like that, y'all see what we got going on in the back? Y'all see what we got going on in the back? Hey, football season is like 3, 4, 5 weeks away.
That's
Y'all
right.
rep y'all team. Hey, comment y'all teams below. Drop them right now, so it won't be no confusion later when y'all team is knocked out of the playoffs, other than the Broncos, and then y'all want to be jumping on other bandwagons saying, "Oh, this is my team."
Man,
Later.
I hate bandwagon fans.
So y'all see what I got in the back. Y'all see what he got in the bag. I don't even know what that is that's back there with him. But I don't know what that is. But hey, as always, hey, look, he done said it, man. Hey, this has been Two Lambs No Filter. Hey, till next time, and we out.
Peace.